he took the 350 title, and I don't think many were tipping young Tommy to take that title, but he did. He was the best man on the day. He really was superb. In fact, the only man that beat him all day was one of our stewards today, none other than Gerald Shaw. Wow. Look at that for the first turn from Steve. Absolutely superb. Pulls out 10 metres on Simon as they go down the back straight. But I'm sure Simon's going to come back at him, so it's Steve Schofield leading, Simon Grasstrack in second place, and the rest of them chasing. But it's a big 2-1-2 at the moment. The big two really are away. Dave's team still leading the pack, but it's Schofield leading from Simon Cross in second place. And look at Simon on that bottom turn, absolutely incredible. Tries to come around the outside. Steve looking down at his motor. Experienced riders not only in this country but in the world out there, 1-2 at the moment, and got Simon Cross again running around the outside, but Scully a nice tight line, but Simon gets there. Turning out to be Simon Cross with about a 5-10 metre advantage as they go into the bottom turn for the last time. The checker flag at the ready. Steve Schofield on the inside, Simon Cross on the outside. Simon Cross gets there.
Well, Steve Bishop in action as well. Steve, who's been going so well this season. Mike Dowling, fellow rider from Bristol. What a good inter-centre team they're going to have with people like Steve Bishop and Mike Dowling. Here we go then. Right there with him is Bishop up the inside, Gary Lobb on the outside of the young Cornishman, keeping the pressure on and hanging on in there in second place. So Steve Bishop from Gary Lobb. And the pressure really coming, the challenge coming right through. David Wright sitting back in 5th place at the moment. So out in front it's still Steve Bishop. It's not going to be a win this time out, unfortunately. So then, Steve Bishop with the advantage. Riding number 34, comes very wide off that bend. Is Gary Lobb going to make up any ground with the tighter line? We'll see it. Challenges and comes through the inside. Steve Bishop went wide. Opened the door, Gary Lobb came through and it's Lobb in front. Steve Bishop right on his elbow. And Steve Daw right in both of their wheel tracks. They're coming awful wide as Gary Lobb enters. He's right in there. In fact, he's dropped back at the moment because Steve Daw's come through to second. Steve Daw in second, Steve Bishop in third, Gary Lobb out in front. How wide is Gary Lobb going to go here? Up through the middle, get Steve Daw. Second, Steve Bishop in third.
So here we go then, and a charge up the hill. It's Mike Coles from the southwest who made a terrific start and got away from the opposition. 14 centres represented here this afternoon. Everybody having a little bit of moment on that bottom bend, I must say. And it's Paul Fry who has got out in front there. Paul Fry from Andy Sell, and Mike Coles now back in a 3rd place. Well, certainly I think there's enough to that bottom bend. I'm sure to match up with the Williams here. Clayton Williams, with what by his very high standard will be a disappointing performance in his first outing. Andy Sell coming up the inside, and quite a challenge coming from Andy Sell. Andy Sell on the inside, Paul Fry on the outside, and it's Andy Sell from Wessex who leads, and it's Paul Fry inside back as they go down the back straight. And Paul Fry looks to edge into that bend with the advantage, and Paul second place. We have 35 metre wide track and they're all over it. Andy Salmon out in front, Paul Fry in second place, still by closer is the third, and behind him that looks like number 55, Tommy Palmer. But terrific race up front, it's Andy Salmon in the moment of the Paul Fry to try and do something on this bend. There's Paul Fry on the outside and Andy Salmon on the inside. Who's going to get there? Andy Salmon with the advantage. Paul Fry tries to come up the inside. It's Salmon from Fry, very, very close indeed. Mike Hulls in third. In fourth place, number 55, Tommy Palmer, and just behind him, Dean Garden.
We look to the second rides. Steve Smith had a good ride first time out. He goes again in this one against Ivor Matthews. And John Halsey, who had a win first time out. Away we go, and it is John Halsey and Jason Glenie that get to the front as they go into that first bend, pursued by Ivor Matthews, and Steve Smith is there on the outside as well. So with the first ride win for John Halsey and Jason Glenie, things look to be going in the right direction, certainly for John Halsey and Jason Glenie this afternoon. Ivor Matthews holding a brilliant tight line on that bottom bend. He really has got these tight lines where it's out, but the outfits that have been forced to go wide do appear to be getting around the bends a little bit quicker than Ivor Matthews. Steve Smith is trying to get that second place to go down that back straight, working hard on that outfit to get into that second spot. But again, watch how Ivor Matthews hugs a really, really tight line. Everybody else drifts out, but Ivor Matthews does come through tight once again. John Halsey and Jason Glenie are doing the points quickly in between the first leg rides, and they are moving up from ninth place that they were in before they started the competition, or the second half of the competition I should say, of course, this afternoon. And by my reckoning they've got themselves up into equal sixth place from that first ride, so you can see how quickly the positions change. And when I talk about positions changing, it's Steve Smith going to go for the win in this second ride. He's pushing hard on John Halsey. John, I'm sure, is aware that he's there now as they come into this bottom bend. Steve Smith looks for the outside line as they start to come towards the line. John Halsey has put it almost sideways, and Steve Smith is going to take it. Steve Smith takes the win. John Halsey gets second. Ivor Matthews gets third. Well, I'm sure John Halsey and Jason Glenie would have felt they were sailing home to another win. But tremendous riding once again from Steve Smith.
But my word, what a competition. When you look at the opposition in this final, it really is absolutely tremendous. Right, Schofield right on the inside. Gary making a good start. We're looking for Simon Cross. Cross is a little bit further back. Trevor Banks is back sitting in second place at the moment. And Trevor Doncaster coming through. Dawsey coming through into third place. So is Steve Schofield going for that championship now. Trevor Banks in second. Trevor Doncaster in third. Simon Cross back in fifth place behind Paul Hurry. So Simon's got an awful lot to do. Schofield is out. Schofield slows down. Schofield is out. Well, what a turn. Trevor Banks there. Central field coming up round the side of Jeremy Doncaster who's going for it. But it's Trevor Banks in front. Jeremy Doncaster in second place. Simon Cross in third. Paul Hurry in fourth. And tragedy on the far side there for Steve Schofield. It has gone so well for him here this afternoon. Unbeaten until this terrible moment's up, and it's all gone wrong for him. Trevor Banks in the final. Jeremy Doncaster in second place. Simon Cross in third. In fourth place is Paul Hurry, then Steve Bishop, then back a little way to Tony Aitken, and then Kelvin Tatum. So on the far side then, Trevor Banks going for victory in this final. Jeremy Doncaster is not quite sure what happened there. They lost a chain, I think. So it's Trevor Banks there, from Simon Cross, from Paul Hurry, and Jeremy Doncaster appears to have lost a chain, and Crossy goes for it. Crossy then going after the lead. Watch the charge down the back straight. Crossy going for it on the final bend. He's going to have to do this. Second place, he's going to take the championship. Crossy is the fighter. Down goes Paul Hurry. It's going to be close. It's Simon Cross who does it. Trevor Banks in second. Steve Bishop in third. Tony Aitken in fourth. Away we go with the first place of the day.
this as they come round off that bend. It is indeed Steve Daw that's got to the front. Clayton Williams goes after him. Steve Bishop's up in third. With Tony Atkin holding fourth at the moment, but look at Clayton Williams come around the outside. Well, this really would fit Clayton Williams in style as he goes around the long bend. He really is a rider that loves riding the big bend. He comes off that top bend with Steve Daw not giving up though. Oh, Steve Daw is another rider that's really come on this year and shown us that he really does love to attack the bend. Look, Clayton Williams looks to be in great form this afternoon. He goes up to Max Clayton, leading from Steve Daw in second. Steve Bishop holds third at the moment, Tony Atkins back in third place. Now Robbie Fuller is the rider in the fifth place at the moment, but well, I was going to say Clayton Williams is getting away with it at the moment, but Steve Daw is getting right back at him, and look at the way Steve Daw is attacking Clayton Williams. He's not letting him get away at all. As they come to the line, it's going to be close, and Steve Daw, I would have said, maybe just have got it on the line. A tremendous ride from Steve Daw.
Darren, few also lightning starts today, but Steve Daw, I think, is the man who's going to be the one. They've all got to be there as they go into first turn. Man who leads by the proverbial mile as they come off the turn. 7-10, Steve Daw. Whoops, and oh dear me, he's gone straight off the side, and that is unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, away we go with this, the second of the semi-finals. They come down past me. A lot of outfits knowing they've got to do well in this semi-final. John Halsey has taken it by the horns and got to the front. Rob Wilson there in second place, but St. David trying to come through as well. David here takes advantage, he goes right the way around the outside and gets up into second place. But it is in front at the moment. John Halsey and passenger Colin Hill. Dave still second. St. Davis has gone incredibly wide. It is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles still there in third place. Halsey trying to stay in line with those front three. They're all moving quickly. Rob Wilson and closing up on Dave Steer. They go up the main straight. John Halsey still leading at the moment though around this top end. It's all closing up behind him. As you can see, Dave Steer trying for the inside, Rob Wilson for the outside. And again, well, I can see there's problems for Sage Davis and Justin Westaway. They indeed trailing a chain as they go past me. Very, very unfortunate for them as they go by me. Losing a chain in the semi-final. As you look to the back straight, it's still staying close for that second and third place. Rob Wilson all the time trying to get round the outside. Comes down past us for the third time into the last lap. As you can see, John Halsey forcing Dave Steer to stay behind him, giving Rob Wilson a chance to go around the outside, and Rob Wilson looks like he's going to go for both of them. A terrific bend from Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In fact, gets in front of John Halsey. They're now desperately trying to close the door on John Halsey going into this top bend. He indeed does so. Or has he gone wide? John Halsey comes back underneath him. It's John Halsey that takes it. Rob Wilson gets second. Dave Steer gets third. A terrific semi-final from those three. Well, does it mean that all those three qualify? I think unofficially I'll say I think it might do. Richard Piggott, you remember, had a second first time out. He then came through and had a win in his second leg ride. And he's made a terrific start once again. It is Richard Piggott and Pamela have got away. Those outfits together as they go into that first bend. Richard Piggott's got the best of it and Pamela's working hard. Into the second corner, and Richard Piggott tries to lock it up and stop Paul Miller coming through, but how did Paul Miller find a gap then? He found a gap that wasn't even there as far as I'm concerned, but he got through and indeed now gets himself to the front and leads as he goes down that back straight. Trying to lock it up, trying to make full of the room, but Paul Miller certainly found a gap. Through to the front he goes then, going after 3 rides and 3 wins. Paul Miller and Lester Goodwin lead from Richard Piggott and Lee Collins. Alan Peck and Richard Sweeting still there in third place. final. Well, Richard Briggs not content to let Formula have 3 wins. You can see he's gone after him once again. He starts to close the gap, turns in hard once again, gets the inside line coming up past me, and indeed takes over the lead. A great scrap this one between these two. Well, I think we've got a terrific final to look forward to. To make sure that Formula is not having all of them this afternoon. Around that bottom bend he comes, and again he's almost locked it up. Formula sees this opportunity, and as they come to the line it's going to be close, but Richard Piggott takes it. Formula gets 2nd place, Alan Peck taking 3rd spot. This equally could be a contest for the British Championships in this particular event. It promises to be a cracker. They're already under starters' orders. The tapes go. Look to see who's made the best of the starts. Paul Miller has had an absolutely brilliant start. He gets to the middle of the field, but also Alan Peck has gone with him. Alan Peck looks to go wide, but it's Paul Miller that's got to the front. He's gone wide now. He comes up the inside, gets in front of Alan Peck as they go into this bottom corner. Paul Miller gets to the front, but again he's gone very wide. You can see Kevin Lyde has now moved through into 1st place. Oh, we're all looking, I'm sure, for where Richard Piggott was, and he's back in 5th place at the moment. Big shot for the trying to work his way through. A long way round. Lionel Cox down through into 3rd place. Oh, Paul Miller won't give up this lead very easily. He'll be desperately trying to get round Kevin Lyde as he gets towards the front. Kevin Lyde and Dick O'Boyd, though, holding on to the race at the moment. Getting very, very close now is Paul Miller. It's getting close to that 3rd place, and already is going after Lionel Cox. Well, Paul Miller is also going after Kevin Lyde, but Kevin is riding a terrific race at the moment. He really hasn't put a foot wrong as he goes into this top bend for the last time. Goes down the hill. This is where he's been quickest from the bottom of that going down the back. He's going to go to the outside, indeed he does. He's been riding the wider lines as he comes around this top bend, cuts underneath, tries to get up the inside, and indeed he does get up the inside. Oh, what a terrific last bend from Paul Miller. He kidded Kevin Lyde into the fact that he was going to go around the outside. Then intelligent riding, he pulls it in hard, hopes he can get enough drive to get up the inside. He did just that.
Lennon Ray Foreman have been scoring consistently. They've had 2 3rd places. And equally Dave Steer has had 2 3rds as well. As they get underway, you can see that Mark Edwards is on the outside, but Phil Pittman on the inside has got the best of the starts, and those 2 outfits together go into that 1st bend. John Hiscock trying to get up on the inside as well as they both come round past us. Phil Pittman has got the advantage, but only just as he's gone very, very wide. Dave Steer trying to get to on the inside as well. 4 outfits together as they go into that pit bend. Tremendous sidecar racing as they go up that back straight. Dave Steer in fact has got the advantage, but Mark Edwards has tried to go around the outside. Phil Pittman's not given up as well. He's right there on the inside, but it is Dave Steer and Andy Orchard that have got to lead, but Mark Edwards has found a gap on the inside of them. Mark Edwards and Nick Ward is in determined form. Found themselves a gap on the inside of Dave Steer and now take the lead as they go round that pit bend. But they've hit problems on that pit bend, fighting with the outfit every inch of the way. It certainly looks to me as if he's got some sort of suspension problem on Mark Edwards' bike, because that really is causing him a lot of hard work as Dave Steer again has taken over the lead. Into the last lap. There you go, as Dave Steer and Andy Orchard lead. Phil Pittman and Miles Simmons back in that 3rd place. You just watch the action going on ahead of them, because Mark Edwards again tries to have a go at Dave Steer. I'm sure Mark Edwards is thinking there's no way he's going to find a way to on the inside again for Dave Steer. Dave will try and hold it tight, but Mark has got to go for the outside line, but he's cut back under again. A terrific corner, he's going for the inside. Dave Steer holds him off though. Terrific racing from those sidecar crews. Oh, if the sidecar racing stays like that all the way through the Masters, we are in for a treat this year. Terrific racing.
There we have it, the big solo final of the afternoon. The tape goes up in the middle. Kelvin Tatum gating well. Steve Schofield gating better, and the 2 go side by side. So then, Joe Green seems to have missed the gate a little bit here, but he's made up. So it's Kelvin Tatum out in front. Joe Screen in 2nd place.
Steve Schofield in third, and Tony Atkin and Glenn Cunningham side by side. So it's Kelvin Tatum then coming wide. Will he let Joe Screen through? Not quite. Kelvin Tatum from Joe Screen from Steve Schofield. Look at that, Joe Screen comes right up the inside, but the power goes on, and Kelvin Tatum powers around the outside. He certainly seems to be leading some gaps on these bends, but he gets the drive, he gets the power on, and away he goes. Those Screens on the inside, Tatum on the outside, and it's still Tatum just in front. Joe Screen in second place. Simon Cross comes through the third. Steve Schofield is fourth. And Kelvin Tatum is still out there in front. Can he hang on in there for this one? It's a very, very tight battle. Joe Screen goes to the inside. Has he got enough advantage on the inside line to take it from Kelvin Tatum? It's side by side. But Kelvin Tatum, and he's just gone a little bit too wide, and Joe Screen is in front. Kelvin Tatum in second place. Simon Cross in third. Steve Schofield in fourth. And it looks now as though Screen has got that length or two's advantage that he was seeking. He's just managed to find the way through, and he's got in front. So it's Joe Screen then who's going to win this one. Kelvin Tatum in second place. Third place for Simon Cross. Fourth place for Steve Schofield. Fifth place for Glenn Cunningham. Sixth place for Tony Atkin.
Well, as he come around that first bend, he's certainly not got it all his own way. He's under pressure going down that back straight. But he's certainly still got the lead as he comes into this pit bend for the first time and up past us. Oliver Allen then leading from in second place, number 112, Simon Stead. But he's certainly coming under pressure from Phil Ambrose on the inside. He's also got a rider on his outside as well as they go down that back straight. But Oliver Allen going well at the moment. Maintains that lead as he goes into the bottom bend. Knows he's got competition right on his back wheel, and that competition is Simon Stead and Andrew Taylor. Andrew Taylor on the outside, Simon Stead on the inside. Phil Ambrose just watching the action that's going on in front of him. As we go into this pit bend for the third time, a mistake from Oliver Allen. That's seen as an opportunity for Simon Stead. He's got much closer to him this time. Phil Ambrose has moved in close as well. Oh, it's all getting very close at the front, and Oliver Allen just by half a wheel has still got the lead. But as they go into that bottom bend, you don't know what's going to happen. Oliver Allen is still got the lead as they come towards the checker flag. It's going to be close. Phil Ambrose has got it. Oh, Phil Ambrose rode a brilliant last bend. Well, already they've got another run-off underway, and this is perhaps one of the most important ones. This is Simon Stead against Matt Reed, and this is the run-off for first and second place in the intermediates class. Now, of course, easy to say first and second place, but what it also means is this is a run-off for the British title for 1995 in the intermediate class. Simon Stead away from Matt Reed at the moment, looking very determined, goes into that top bend, and Matt Reed starting to close on him as he goes down that back straight. Oh, remember, this is for the British title. This is an important one for both of them. Matt Reed goes round the outside. Well, we expected a terrific run-off, and Matt Reed goes right the way around the outside of Simon Stead. And Simon now trying to come back at Matt Reed as he puts it sideways in the middle of the bend. Simon just going wide, pulls it in line again and goes down that back straight, right on the back wheel, looks for a gap on the inside. Terrific race between these two, and Matt Reed goes again round the outside. Simon comes out wide, trying to take his line. There's just one more lap to go. What a terrific race this has turned out to be for this British title. Whichever one of these two wins this, they thoroughly deserve it just on this race alone as they go down the back straight. The two of them together, nothing to choose between the two of them. Anything could happen on this last bend. As they come to the line, it's going to be just by half a wheel as they come to the line. It's going to be close, but Simon Stead takes it. What a terrific race.
At Clayton Williams it is. Clayton, who's been gaining well all afternoon. Clayton Williams leads the field as they come running. Trevor Banks, I think, in that second spot. So Clayton Williams ran in front. Trevor Banks in second. Steve Schofield in third. Colin Earl in fourth. Peter Lloyd in fifth. And Steve Schofield's got a little bit of work to do if he's going to win the Whopper in 1995. He comes up close behind Trevor Banks. Remember all those good races between these two over the years. But it's Clayton Williams who's made the best of the start. Clayton Williams out in front. Well, this week is for Clayton. coming back from injury if he can take this one. Clayton Williams leads, Trevor Banks in second, Steve Schofield in third, and Peter Lloyd and Colin Earl side by side battling for that fourth spot. So it's Clayton still with the advantage. Trevor Banks seemed to close up a little bit then. They've got closer together and see them close up on the bend. Will Trevor Banks have a go at overtaking Clayton Williams on him? Still Clayton Williams has to head in front. It's still Trevor Banks in that second spot. Clayton needs to hang on in there as he's fit enough after that injury. Clayton Williams in front. Trevor Banks in second. Steve Schofield in third. And one more bend to go, and Trevor Banks moves up. Banks closes up. Clayton Williams still with the advantage. It's Trevor Banks round the outside. It's Clayton Williams on the inside. Let's see who's going to get there. Clayton Williams up the inside, but he's going to lose it. It's Trevor Banks who's going to get there. Trevor Banks wins. Clayton Williams in second. Steve Schofield in third. Peter Lloyd in fourth. Colin Earl in fifth. In sixth place, Steve Bishop, rather. Well, what a race.
So you can see the solos coming into line on the far side. Looks like the starting team are happy, they're a row, but it's a little bit of a ragged start by one or two of those competitors. Not quite sure what went wrong there, but it looks like Mark Loram is second place now, drops back to third, but challenges for second again, and it's Mark Loram who's sitting in that second spot. So Sam Overlenko in front, Mark Loram in second, Eric Snyder with in third. So Lexington Reading Speedway showing us the sort of form we do from it on. Look at that, the super inside line for Mark Loram. He comes through and it's Mark Loram in front, Sam Overlenko now. Steve Daw. So a great battle going on for lead with Mark Loram back in front again on the far side and seeming to pull away from Sam Overlenko. But Sam Overlenko is there.
And Tony Miles in second. Roy Spreadbury and Steve Kenchinen go around the outside and trying to get that lead away from Mick Cave. They've gone a long way round. It's Rob Wilson who looks to have the best of the challenges though, but he goes in tight into this front bend. Trying to ride away through the inside. Mick Cave now knows that Rob Wilson is there. He turns the barrel back on going down the back straight. Still just with the lead, Mick Cave and Dean Bartholomew. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles closer all the time though. Roy Spreadbury now getting up close as well. He's in third spot and looks as if he could make a challenge for second or if not first. Well, those three have got away from the rest of the finalise and battle for his first place. Rob Wilson again looks to get it out with on the inside. But Mick Cave closes the gap once again. And I'm looking at the back of the field as well. Tim Bennett has now started to get motivated as well and starts to work his way through. But these three outfits still locked together in this battle for first, second and third. Wilson again tries to find it. Now again a big case gets that wheel back in front. Spreadbury anxiously watching what's going on in front of him. As you can see, that battle at the back has hotted up as Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves has got faster and faster and has got up into fourth place. Well, still this very close battle for first place. There's Mick Cave just managed to hang on to the lead. Together as they go into that bottom bend. Again you can see Mick Cave drive for Spreadbury comes in hard into the back of Mick Cave. Rob Wilson now has moved through and Roy Spreadbury with that move has got up into second. Just one more forced by Mick Cave. So he's got that second place going the long way round, and is he going to get him on the last bend? As indeed they see the checkered flag go, it's going to be a win for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. But only just for Lewis Ripley and Steve Daw. Mick Kay, for so long the only leader, back in third place as it went across the line, and Tim Bennett finishing in fourth.
Fabulous start on the outside. It's those two together as Gary Jackson has to be content with third going into the bend. Rob Bradley was forced to go in very, very quickly and forced in wide. Gary Jackson comes through on the inside. Roger Mesa close with Gary Jackson, has gone for the wide line. Still Rob Bradley doesn't want to give up though. He wants to stay with them as well as they go down that back straight. Gary Jackson turns the power on. Roger Mesa tries to stay with him though as they go into this bottom bend. The three of them still together as Roger's gone on a sideline and comes through on the inside this time from Gary Jackson. So exactly the tactic that Gary used on that first lap, Roger Mesa has used on the second lap, and he's come through to get the lead from Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. Rob Bradley and Jeff Bradley fighting for every inch they can to stay with those two very, very quick outfits in front of them. Both of them now taking that inside line on the bottom bends. I think without them, that's proved to be the way to get round that bottom bend. Perhaps the change is going to be down this back straight. Gary Jackson does look a little bit quicker and he takes it again on the inside. Has he overshot that bottom bend? Now remember, it's all about getting in tight on this bottom bend. Roger Mesa comes through on the inside. Towards the checkered flag and Roger Mesa takes it. Gary Jackson is in fact stopped on that bottom bend as he locks sideways. It means that Rob and Jeff Bradley take the second spot, and with Gary Jackson and Mick Stace not pushing to the line, it means that coming up to take a third will be Justin Holyfield, number 61. Well, it looked good on paper. It turned out to be exactly that. A terrific sidecar race, and we've still got the semis and the final to come.
Basically get off to a cracking start. John Halsey and Jason Glenie slip up on the inside and creep into the lead. And the Dave Steer hot favourites for this to take this meeting. Around they come. John Halsey and Jason Glenie lead. Tony Miles on the side there of Rob Wilson in second place. Mick Cave, Tony Baseby in third. John Hiscock, Matt Sleep in front. Dave third. Third and fourth spot. John Halsey, Jason Glenie not making any mistakes, they're flat out and going for it. 2 more laps to go then with John Halsey, Jason Glenie leading, then Rob Wilson, Tony Miles, then Mick Cave and Tony Baseby. The Carrick brothers taking them as they enter the pits turn. Half left flag is out for John Halsey, Jason Glenie from Rob Wilson, Tony Miles. Mick there to take them wide. No, Mick Kay's on a really tight line and through they come then, really tight. Oh, magnificent stuff as Rob Wilson and Tony Miles take the semi-final. Devastating stuff there from John Halsey, Jason Glenie. That's just lowered the feathers in his cap a little bit.
So away they go. We're looking for that very distinctive outfit of Neil Cuffin. In fact, he's missed the start, but already starting to come through. He's in third place at the moment. Oh, they all close up on that first bend. And at the moment, it is number 23, Billy Penfold, who leads from John Arnott and Alan Cave in second place. Neil Cuff still there in third at the moment. This is where the attacks could come from. Neil Cuff looking for a way round. Knows that John Arnott will be trying to take that first place. Should be able to come through on the inside of the gap to the left. A terrific corner from Neil Cuff. He's right on the inside now of John Arnott. So as that battle goes on for second place, Billy Penfold still come to in the lead. But John Arnott right on the back wheel of them as they come out of that bend. And John Arnott looks good going for that lead. Loses Neil Cuff a little bit going down that back straight. Well, again, the three of them come together on the exit of this top bend. Billy looks over his shoulder again, knows he's got 2 outfits near him now. Neil Cuff again looking for that inside line, expecting John Arnott to go the wide way round that leading outfit, and this time he's definitely going for it. They're very, very close as they come into this last bend. Well, the checkered flag being made, but Neil Cuff has gone toward the inside. It's going to be a straight scrap to the line, all three outfits together. That's very close on the line. Well.
Superbly, Joe Screen's been riding well. Simon Cross has gone well, and it's Simon Cross, in fact, with Joe Screen on his inside, Colin Tatum on the outside. Joe Screen in third, Glenn Cunningham in fourth, Clayton in fifth, and behind him Stephen Van Den Hall. And Simon Cross is really going for this. Glenn Cunningham still in fourth, Clayton still in fifth. And Simon Cross coming back. Simon is not giving up on this. Joe Screen in front. Simon Cross will go for the last for the lead. Colin Tatum in third. It's Joe Screen who wins. Simon Cross in second. Colin Tatum in third. Clayton in fourth. Glenn Cunningham in fifth.
The best of the starts. It looks like Reg Blackboard on the inside has gone well. I expect to see the home crowd cheering a bit on this one. Terry Phillips has gone with him as they go into that first bend, but it's Reg who's got the better line. He comes through on the inside. Cuts back and tries to follow him around that first bend, but no, he's staying wide. He goes the long way round. Terry Phillips to go a much wider line. So will that allow the advantage to come through on the inside? Terry Phillips has still stayed wide. Look for gaps as those front two get. Reg Blackpool working hard in second place. Oh, Len Foreman closing all the time on those front two, and Reg Blackpool comes through a gap. Together in this sort of bend. Still Terry Phillips going for that wide line, and Reg Blackburn and Colin have got the lead. They've got one more bend to go. They possibly had the better line coming out of this bend, but Terry Phillips changes lines. It comes in underneath him. It's going to be close. Terry Phillips gets oh, terrific ride between those two. They get underway. This one could be interesting. Steve Ryder's missed the gate. It's Brett Osborne that again has made a very, very good start. Goes into that first bend. Terry Phillips on the outside of him. Third place there was James Rogers, and he's under pressure from John Hiscock on the outside, Rob Bradley on the inside. Steve Wright now powering through, and Steve Wright comes from 6th place to 4th in one sweet move as they go up that back straight. While he's working very, very hard, Steve. James Rogers still there in 3rd place. Terry Phillips pushing for that lead. I don't know where to keep your eyes at the moment. As Brett Osborne is under pressure from Terry Phillips. Steve Wright working his way around the outside of James Rogers. Coming off that top bend. Here's Steve Wright. As they go in that bottom bend, had to work very, very hard, and he's now around the outside of Brett Osborne. A tremendous ride from Steve Wright and Gary Wright, from 6th to the front in 3 laps as the checkered flag is now out in front of them. As they come towards the line, it is a victory for Steve. Brett Osborne gets...
back of this lot, but I look at Jack Ledoux pressuring the leader, that leader, Thomas Kinnard, all the way down the back straight. Back down in that second place. So it's Paul Miller with a tight inside line, hoping to close up on the second place crew, but he's going for it down that straight. Paul Miller right behind him, Paul Miller with a front wheel in second place. Jack Ledoux, Michael Glory coming through now. A tremendous five-way battle here. And look at Glory coming to come through. How does it go through? And all of a sudden we have a... Michael Glory gets second. Paul Miller, I think, just got third. Jack Ledoux may well have just gone fourth. What a great sidecar race.
What will happen in the sidecars as we get underway and they come past me for the first time? Who's made the best of the starts? Gary Lobb indeed has got to the front as they go into that first bend. Knows that Ivor Matthews is right there. Ivor Matthews looking for a way through on the inside. They're together as they come around that first bend. And this is a terrific ride from Gary Lobb. Wonderful bottom corner from him. Dave Steer now getting in on the action as well. He's up in third place. Gary and Steve Wright. They're forcing Ivor Matthews to go a long way around them if they're going to go anywhere at all. And as they fight their way around as they come up past me, Ivor Matthews looking for a gap. There isn't one there. He shuts off as Gary Wright comes out near the boards in front of him. Gary and Steve Wright running a terrific race, holding that inside line. Again Ivor Matthews looks for that outside line. Again Gary Wright keeps him at bay. Rob Wilson now closing up on Dave Steer, and Rob Wilson has got through into third place. He's forced Gary Wright to go wide. Gary will look to perhaps switch and come underneath from the exit of the bend. No, he's kept the power on and he's going a long way around. Ivor Matthews gets himself into the front. Rob Wilson has now gone up into third place. This afternoon has taken quite some time to work his way through the front, but now he's got there. He looks very determined to hang on to it. Rob Wilson still pushing hard in that third place. Dave Steer losing those front runners a little bit in third place. It's going to be a tough thing to try and get second. And Ivor Matthews has lost on that bottom turn. There's problems for Ivor Matthews. And as they come to the line, Gary and Steve Wright take it. Oh, an incredibly dramatic finish. I can only assume it's either a puncture or something a bit more serious with the frame. Ivor Matthews has turned distraught here at Sunbridge. Something mechanically went wrong in the middle of that bend. They've done brilliantly well to hang on to that outfit, I think you'll agree.
The butterflies are churning in their stomachs, the clutch is released and everything goes numb. Down the first straight they go, and it's the Welshman that leaps into the lead. Martin Jones and Michael Harrison on their FZR 1000cc Yamaha, just ahead of Jason, I'm always doing that, Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph. And then John Fish and Gary Moore are there in third place. And the three of them could all be put in the back of a transit van, I think, as they come round that corner. It's real close stuff. Neil Cuff pushing hard on the inside. Hits that bump, turns himself nicely into the corner. He's ahead of Martin Jones and Michael Harrison now, but they're fighting back on the inside. They're not going to give in that easy. The 1000cc Golf V Twin leading the pack. Round that turn they come then, it's 126. Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph from Martin Jones and Michael Harrison, and 173 John Fish and Gary Lobb don't seem to have any answer to it whatsoever. At this early stage in the race, it is a 6-lapper, there's lots of the room to go. Round they come then, 126. Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph coming round by the river. Squirting the throttle on that big V-twin. Feeding it in quite nicely, and then go down that straight into the next corner. Then it's Martin Jones and Michael Harrison. John Fish and Gary Moore now trying to go around the outside of Martin Jones, and I think they've just about made it this time. Martin Jones and Michael Harrison holding on to third place. They've come all the way from Wales to be here this afternoon. Now John Fish comes up on Neil Cuff. Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph. Good tight lines around the corner. They won't need to make a mistake, or John Fish will be through. Another 3 laps I think to go in this one. 2 more laps to go in this one. Round they come then. Oh, John Fish picks up the chair wheel and loses a few yards on Neil Cuff there. That cost him dear. Martin Jones has made up a couple of yards. Now John Fish is trying to come around the outside. Is he going to do it? It's all side-by-side stuff. The 2 big Scottish V-twins are really at it. Don't forget they're built at East Malling, just down the road from here. It's fast and furious stuff as Neil Cuff starts to go a little bit wide, and John Fish is there on the inside and he's right alongside him, and through he goes. Now, will John Fish go wide on the exit of this corner? Jason Ralph is off. Neil Cuff's on his way to the ropes. Well controlled there by Neil Cuff. Bad luck for Jason Ralph. He's on the track and certainly wounded. We hope he's not injured. The red flag flies, but the checkered flag had already gone.
To line over there. Young man who's been riding Speedway and doing very well. So then we look across the charge, up the hill, and then we break and stop there. Third place is Roger Lobb. And look at that charge right round the inside by Roger Lobb, and I think it's Roger Lobb now with the advantage. Has got the back straight with Dave Mears, fights back. Roger Lobb overtook on the inside, slid wide on the exit. He's going to do it again. Look, comes up the inside. Is he going to come wide on the exit? Let David Mears through again. Another young Cornishman going well here. David Mears being challenged hard for that second spot at the moment. But they're all closing up, and there's 3 riders just a few metres between them. Look at David Mears looking for the outside line now. And Roger Lobb drops back to third place. David Mears around the outside. And behind him, fourth place. And it's Roger Lobb on the inside. David Mears on the outside. A tremendous race between these two. They go up the back straight. So then it's David Mears back in front, and it's Roger Lobb with the challenge in for the second tonight. Darren Steele is third, and in fourth place to go faster, still Stephen Morris, and back a little way to John Underwood. But look at Roger Lobb on the far side, challenging every opportunity he gets, but he's gone ever so wide, and he drops back to third place as he goes to Banks. So right in front then, it looks now as though David Mears has this very much under control, so it's going to be second place Darren Steele, in third place Roger Lobb, and in fourth place Stephen Morris, behind him John Underwood. Here we go then, whoops, and a little bit of a moment there for someone on the start line. Gary Lloyd making up another good start. And it's Gary Lloyd with the advantage. Paul Miller close in the Gary riders behind. So it's Gary Lloyd going for this one. Malcolm Goodwin in second place. Paul Miller in third. This could matter for Paul Miller and Malcolm Goodwin, because Malcolm doesn't need to be too far away from these two. And we look across to the far side, and Gary Lloyd holds off Malcolm Goodwin as they go round that bend. There's Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins on the RCS Jawa. Out in front is Malcolm Goodwin and Gary Rockall in second place. They're looking desperately for a way faster, and man again, in third place, and Dave Collins Salisbury on this tremendous day with Gary Hughes in the chair, and they're sitting in that fourth spot. And Malcolm Goodwin makes for a challenge. He's going to try the outside. Is he going to get there? They go into the top end. Gary Lloyd has the advantage. They go around the inside. It's a long way around for Malcolm Goodwin. And he doesn't. He tries to get the inside. It doesn't work. It's still Gary Lloyd out in front. Malcolm Goodwin in second place. And this is desperate stuff on the last lap. Malcolm Goodwin then looking to desperately find a way around Gary Lloyd. Can he find a way? I suspect that Paul Miller knows that if he keeps Malcolm Goodwin inside, he'll be okay. Gary Lloyd then goes to the line. Gary Lloyd is the win. Malcolm Goodwin in second. Paul Miller is third. Grant Palmer in third place with Salisbury.
Good clean start, looking to see who's got the best of it from the outside. It's Alan Blewett that's got to the front. Colin Blackburn has gone in second place as they all go into that first bend, but it's Alan Blewett followed by Colin Blackburn. Rob Wilson's up there as well. Into third place, but it is Alan and John Blewett that have got away as they go into that fifth bend. Colin Blackburn and Eddie Elvis still there in second. Roger Meeser and Shane Lapham in third, but very close to Colin Blackburn. Now Colin Blackburn gets close to Alan Blewett. He'll try and find a way round as he goes around the outside. He's certainly going for this, as you can see that Colin Blackburn tight line, pulls away again going into the fifth bend. As they get into that pit bend, Alan Blewett will be wondering where he's coming from, because that's for sure that Colin Blackburn's going to give it a go, and he comes through on the inside. Colin Blackburn has got the inside line this time, but Alan Blewett just shuts the door again and keeps his nose in front to Rob Wilson and that first place, because Alan and John Blewett would love to win this title, and you can see Colin Blackburn see another one that would desperately love to in his first season as a sidecar driver. But as they go into the last lap, Alan Blewett and John Blewett still heads down, keeping their nose in front. It's Colin Blackburn that's certainly got to still that battle going on for third, but I'm sure all eyes are on the front as Rob Wilson's moved through into third. As they go into that pit bend, we come towards the checker bag this time, and Colin Blackburn has gone on the inside, and it's going to be close to the line. It was very, very close indeed. Colin Blackburn desperately tried everything he possibly could on that last bend, but credit to the family team from Darlington. They travel a long way all over the country for their racing. They've ridden a superb ride here this afternoon. But as we get underway, straight away Rob Wilson is down the front. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles here have had a tremendous ride here this afternoon. They'll be getting quicker and quicker, and they've got the lead as they go down that back straight. Joining them in this race is Steve Smith and Dave French, who've gone straight through on the inside of Roger Meeser, who looks to have problems. John Halsey is in third place at the moment. He comes around that bottom bend. He's got in front of Roger Meeser as well. Gary Jackson now moving through with Roger Meeser has definitely his problems. Leroy at the back of the field is moved through in front of Roger Meeser. A tremendous achievement for Lee to be in this final, and I'm sure he'll be glad just to be out there amongst this sort of company. But as we see him go down into this pit bend, it is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, who were probably devastated last weekend that they couldn't defend their Ace of Aces title way down in 1995. But they've come here with a very determined mood about them. They know they've performed well over the years on this boarded circuit. Will has been a year for them. They go down the back straight, still leading from Steve Smith, and he goes throwing through, but he's quickly down the hill going on. And let's not forget Gary Jackson, he's back there in fourth place, and he's trying to get round the outside of John Halsey. He's got much closer to him as he's doing. I think the gap between first and second is closed. Steve Smith is getting closer and closer. Remember, this is 6 laps. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, not putting a foot wrong at the moment, come into this pit bend once again with Steve Smith now. I'm sure within hearing distance of them. He's gone for the outside line. Rob Wilson leading courage, but Steve Smith is getting closer, and Steve Smith closing
uptight.
Solos, and we get number 12, Trevor Banks and Peter Lloyd and Dean Carrier, 3 top riders, and Chris Tritton and Tony Daw, all in the same race. What a devastating lineup of 5 minute solos down this afternoon, Trevor Banks is still a track on the bottle. They come in the turn, they're side to side, they're entertaining the crowd here this afternoon, and look at this. Trevor Banks and Peter Lloyd. Peter Lloyd on the inside, Trevor Banks round the outside. So Banks here out, he's there, he's in front, he's looking across at his mate, and they're going down the back straight. From the Lloyd track, good shape, good corners. And Peter Lloyd takes it from Trevor Banks. Trevor Banks put a bit of a wheelie down that straight. He's back alongside though. It's thrilling stuff. It's Peter Lloyd leading, Trevor Banks in second place. Trevor Banks won the simulator 600 yesterday. Goes up on the top now. He's up the motorway. Trevor Banks and Peter Lloyd holding a wheelie as he comes down this straight. Trevor Banks now pushing hard in second place. Trevor Banks, the winner of this meeting last year, the winner of the simulator 600 yesterday, with Peter Lloyd got the run on him now. Trevor Banks and Peter Lloyd are lapping down on the tail end. Is this going to be a close finish? And Banks is through, or is he? How close was that? Finisher. 27.27, 53.15 miles per hour. These are the 250s, and it's that Mark Wadsworth doing it again. Look at Adrian Squirrel, that's straight round the outside of him on that corner. Adrian Squirrel from Ipswich leading the 12 times British champion Mark Wadsworth from the river. Raven Arms is where he is. He's coming up on the inside there. He's on his first time out, and he'd like to win again. Squirrel leading though. Wadsworth with all his track craft can't make any impression on him at the moment, but it's a long way to go. Mark Wadsworth again squeezes up on the inside, Squirrel powering around the outside. It's Adrian Squirrel from Mark Wadsworth. Mark Wadsworth, the man every 50 riders want to be. Look at him coming in there now, going a few yards, he comes in that third. Last lap past Adrian Squirrel now. Will Mark Wadsworth pull out the stops and take him on this last bend of this last lap, or will he settle for second place? Squirrel's gone wide and picked up a little stop and run out. Mark Wadsworth to gain a few yards as he comes into the last turn. He scoots by on the inside. Wadsworth leading now from Squirrel in second place, and they're very close as they come round that corner. What's going to happen at the finish? Heads down and away they go. Mark Wadsworth takes the win. Adrian Squirrel, credible second to him. Here we go, and it's 1-3-0 Mark Rowe that leads into the first turn. Mark Rowe up from Cornwall this afternoon. He's showing the boys how to do it. The southeasters aren't getting a look at his business class. This is a Jason Scott. I think he's in third at the moment. Mark Rowe leading then, Richard Smith in second. Jason Scott in third and pushing hard for that second place. He goes past Richard Smith into that corner. Richard Smith fights back on the outside, but it's Mark Rowe all the way at the moment. Mark Rowe up that back straight. Look at Richard Smith coming under Jason Scott. This is a run all the way this afternoon. Yeah, I don't know what you're meaning, but yeah, that's good. Here we go then. Mark Rowe leading. Look at Richard Smith coming up on the inside of Mark Rowe. He means the business, but he's got a bit of a tank slapper and he's lost a bit of ground there. Jason Scott makes his move now on the inside of Mark Rowe. Up that back straight, side by side. Jason Scott takes the advantage of that corner. Look at Mark Rowe. He didn't come up from Cornwall for nothing. He's been good back there. He's gone very wide on the edge of this turn. I think Jason Scott's going to have it at the flag. The flag's there. Oh, look at that. These two girls had heart attacks in here. They can't keep up with this. Too much of it. Well, I've seen some close finishes in my time. A lot of people have got a lot on this. We'll watch to see what happens. John Halsey's made a terrific start. Great
Williams right there with him. Ivor Matthews is there as well. John Halsey it is then, that's got the right to do. Well, it will go, so I'm sure a lot of you are saying it's back in. Sideline, that's a long, long way round for John Halsey. Mark Edwards has seen it. He tries to clear the gap on the inside. Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds still there in fourth place, but now Mark Edwards wants to scratch it on. The power on and pull away from him. But John Halsey right on the back of his sidecar. Where did he get that drive from him? Matthews first will hold on to it. Can John Halsey find a way through? Mark Edwards must be wondering what he's got to do to try and save it. Tighter line on the exit. Again he pushes hard. It's the last lap they've seen this time. I don't think anybody could predict who's going to do this one. But I am all the time if you want, but I'm going to do it. He takes it. Ivor Matthews and Ian Weatherly win a fantastic battle from John Halsey and Johnson Glenie. They tried absolutely everything. A terrific final, and let's not take it away from Mark Edwards. He got in by the skin of his teeth. That brilliant win in his last heat got him in the final, and he's finished third. He must have wondered what else was going on in front of him. A terrific race in those two crews. And it is Philippe Berger that's looped it on the line. Well, that's the third we've seen this afternoon. There is a lot of grip out there. And Philippe Berger wants to be going through as winner of the final. They get themselves sorted out on the bottom. I can see Shane Parker driving in hard on the inside. It is rider number 16, Adam Lebedski, that's got to the front. So he come through to this final in last Gary Lobb, travelling all the way from Poland, riding brilliantly at the moment. It's Paul Hurry that's down after him, and Paul Hurry trying the outside, but still the pole. Adam Lebedski goes into that top turn, holding the lead from Paul Hurry. Shane Parker is in third place in front of Matthias Kruger at the moment. Knotted in that top bend, trying to get on the inside of Lebedski. But Lebedski goes into the last lap leading. He's not had the easiest of days to qualify. Tries on this top bend. He's looking for the inside line. He's very, very close to Lebedski. It's a long way round, it's going to be tough, he keeps the power on, Lebedski knows he's there, he tries to drive him out and Paul Hurry stays there. That was extremely close on the line, a terrific ride from Paul Hurry. You have a chance to see in action once again, the rider that had a win first time, that's number 33, Richard Smith. He goes wide going into that first bend, but has he just got the lead? Oh, he's fighting every inch of the way for it. It's John Pilcher that's trying to stop him getting that lead, and he's gone back into third place now, or fourth as we speak. Well, Richard Smith already getting himself to the front. He'll obviously want to try and equal that of Lee Street.
is Adrian Squirrel in second place. Well, in fact, as I say, he's in second, he's battling to the front as they go down that back straight. The two of them together. Well, I think for a moment there, Richard Smith let Adrian Squirrel go. They're going to come back underneath it. Both of them connect, but they're both perfectly okay. Well, both of them letting each other know they're not going to give an inch at all. Well, Mark Rowe back in third place at the moment, but it's Adrian Squirrel and Richard Smith that are having a tremendous battle at the front. Richard Smith looks to watch Adrian Squirrel going, he looks for the outside, it's a long way round to do that, but indeed as he comes to the checkered flag, it's a win for number 32, Adrian Squirrel. Richard Smith this time has to be content with second place. Finals, race 42 as they get underway. You can see that Neil Scopes has made the best of the start. Steve Schofield is already in second place, Rich Godden is in third place. But it's Neil Scopes who's setting the pace. He looks over his shoulder. He knows he's going to get a challenge. Remember, it's 6 laps again. Rich Godden is in second place, Vince Kinchin in third. Gary Lobb is in fourth, and then there's a gang of riders back there in fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. There's a couple of eyes on the front at the moment. Neil Scopes is setting the pace. He looks very comfortable indeed. Rich Godden is doing everything he can to close the gap. Vince Kinchin not wanting to lose attention as well. He's trying to stay close to those front two. But it's Neil Scopes who's setting the pace, and Neil Scopes is getting away. But Rich Godden has got other ideas. He's going hard on this top end. He's certainly looks to be before that top end. Remember, that is the last bend. So if he's going to make a challenge, even on the last lap, that's the one that he could possibly do it. We've got a fallen rider on this top end. He's up and okay and out of the way. And Rich Godden is now closing on Neil Scopes. Rich Godden starts to close the gap, and he's looking to make a challenge. He's much closer to the back than he was last time. He's got 2 more laps to go. Neil Scopes has now got another rider in front of him who's just picked the bike up again. That's Paul Knott. Oh, we don't have blue flags in this sort of racing, so we won't know the battle is going on behind him, and Rich Godden takes advantage. Rich Godden goes forward, front of Neil Scopes, but Neil Scopes is not out of it at all. He stays there with him. As they go this time into the last lap, this Rich Godden has got the lead, but only just from Neil Scopes, who's by no means out of this at all as they go down the back straight. It's going to be a fight for the line. Rich Godden leaning forward, long track cell, trying to get every inch of power out of his machine. He comes round off that bottom turn, Neil goes in high and challenges towards the line. It's going to be close, and on the line is being just by the width of a tyre. I would have said Neil Scopes, but I'm to the right of the finishing line and leave it to the line judge. It was very, very close indeed. An intelligent, terrific ride from Neil Scopes.
Tim Bennett and Steve Hargroves as they go into the first turn. Duncan Thomas and Paul Batesley pulling sight lines in. Tim Bennett trying to go right round the outside, the long way round. Lee Ray is in there in third at the moment. Then Gavin Doolan. Now look at those first two. Tim Bennett trying to take it on the outside of Duncan Thomas, and Tim Bennett holding the throttle open that little bit longer and cutting a nose off of Duncan Thomas in that turn. Tim Bennett's got the throttle on. He's got a wide line. Duncan Thomas hanging up on the inside. A little bit wide, Duncan Thomas and Paul Batesley forcing on there all the time, adrenaline pumping, aggression flowing. Tim Bennett's got the better of it now though. Tim Bennett and Steve Hargroves leading from Duncan Thomas and Paul Batesley, then Gavin Doolan. Be right one day, I will. Honest. Look at Duncan Thomas now going after Tim Bennett on this last turn. He knows it's his last chance to take victory in this one. Tim Bennett, equally desperate to hang on to it. Tim Bennett, Steve Hargroves and Duncan Thomas nearly got it, and down goes Paul Batesley. Well, Paul's up and okay. That was a speedy recovery for Paul Batesley, with bad luck there for Duncan Thomas. You do have to go across the line with both men on the bike. No, you've got to be on the bike.
and John Fish is there. John Fish is right up alongside Tony and Tommy Penfold on the first turn. They go round their first turn together, but Tony and Tommy have taken the advantage. Tony and Tommy Penfold lead this one. Down the straight, John Fish is well covered. Buzzy Scalp looks intact at the moment. Barry and Robin Gear trying to come through from third to second round John Fish. It's all systems go, but it's Tony and Tommy Penfold leading this one. On the Yamaha Genesis outfit from John Fish. Barry and Robin Gear on another Yamaha Genesis, and they're pushing hard in third place. They won a Collier Street last weekend, and they're right to win here again today. And look at Martin Cup and Jason Ralph coming up there in fourth place, going in a lot of ground. Oh, it's getting very, very close. I hope nobody makes a mistake. There's 25, Tony and Tommy Penfold leading from John Fish and Clive Holland from Barry and Robin Gear, and then Martin Cup and Jason Ralph, then Peter French and Dave Holland, and Duncan Fish, John Brady at the back. And Barry and Robin Gear get through into second place, John Fish and Clive Holland, and it looks like Martin Cup's going to put on that turn as they come round. Tony and Tommy Penfold still leading from Barry and Robin Gear in second place. Then 173, yes, Martin Cup has gone through. Martin Cup now goes a bit wide. John Fish tries to come back on the inside. But out in front is Tony and Tommy Penfold. And Barry and Robin Gear are trying to really beat Martin Fish. They've gone for the outside line. What's going to happen here? Round the turn they come. It's Tony and Tommy still with a very good line on the inside. I make it 2 more laps to go. Time will tell. It's Tony and Tommy Penfold with Barry and Robin Gear pushing every inch of the way. In second place, then Martin Cup and Jason Ralph. They've not given up an inch either. And John Fish and Clive Holland just hoping for a mistake to come through. The lot of them. As they come round this turn this time, it'll be the last lap playing in their side. They've only got 1 more lap to do. It's Tony and Tommy. They look over their shoulder. They know where the Gear brothers are. It's the Penfold brothers from the Gear brothers. From Martin Cup and Jason Ralph, then John Fish and Clive Holland. This is going to be the big one, chaps, as they go down that back straight. There's just 1 more turn to go. Can Barry and Robin Gear take the Penfold brothers? They're right in there. They're right up alongside. They're giving it full throttle. They got the outside line. It'll prove a disadvantage, I'm sure. Tony and Tommy Penfold take the win from the Gear brothers in second place. Then Martin Cup and Jason Ralph. Then John Fish and Clive Hollands. Peter French and Dave Hollands. And Duncan Fish and John Wadey. Well, what another cracking race.
Go. Very close indeed, but it's Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall who lead the way. So, having a transfer. Ivor Matthews. Now riding in the Southern Centre course for many, many years. The Matthews family, dad before him, rode for the Midlands. So Ivor Matthews then leads. In second place, Dave Steer and Rob Zirac. Deep scent is Bob Bradley, Bob Waters. Kenny Hamill at the moment in third. Ivor Matthews coming under pressure. So Ivor Matthews leads. Dave Steer is the one trailing him right up his back wheel there as they go in that turn. But Kenny Hamill waiting to pound. Dave Steer then looks at the outside line. Will he switch back to the inside? They come into those pit turns. It's literally wheel to wheel. Dave Steer is going to cut back. He cuts back on the inside of Ivor Matthews, and he's trying to get on the inside as they come into that top turn. He's going to do it. Dave Steer is there. Dave Steer there, just Ivor Matthews. Ivor Matthews switches back. It's an incredible sidecar race here as they go down that back straight. It's Ivor Matthews, but Dave Steer is right there. He's looking at the outside line again. Will he switch back into the inside? He goes down those pit turns. Ivor Matthews has got it, I'm sure, because he's right in the centre of the track. Ivor Matthews just from Dave Steer with Kenny Hamill in third place.
As they go into that first turn, the rest of the riders all gaggle together behind him in second, third, fourth and fifth, and it is Mark Wadsworth in second now as Richard Smith has got up into third, and Mark Wadsworth goes after Lee Street. The two of them together in that bottom third. Problems for Mark Wadsworth. Mark Wadsworth fights with the machine in the bend. It means that Lee Street gets more of an advantage and gets away. He's now hit problems on this top bend. It's when they're drifting out wide, they're picking up on the loose. Richard Smith now being attacked by Mark Wadsworth. Mark Wadsworth again goes wide on this bottom turn. Lee Street Richard Smith trying to stay with Lee Street. Wadsworth again comes through between the two of them. Tries to go wide again round the outside of Lee Street, but Lee Street has still got it as we go into the last lap. Mark Wadsworth now establishing himself in second. Looks to attack for the lead, but as he leaves the gap, Richard Smith comes up as well. Lee Street done it. Mark Wadsworth attacks going into the last bend. He looks for the outside line. Lee Street has got the better racing line. It's going to be Lee Street that comes to the line. Lee Street takes it. Mark Wadsworth gets second. Richard Smith in third. My apologies to the other riders that were battling away in the back. What a tremendous scrap for the lead of that 250 final.
Number 4 looks like it's Neil Owen with the Golden Powered outfit who get the best of the start, but he swung wide, but he cuts back in. It's Neil Owen with the advantage as they go down the back straight. So then, this is the guy who uses lightweight and a board out 500 motor and incredible performance out of it. Murray Gear right on his heels. And then Tony Penfold behind him, and Barry Gear making a challenge on that bottom bend to our right, but in fact it's still Neil Owen and Dylan Davis with the advantage. The very important duo something to be forward to now. And Tony Penfold and Tony Penfold still in third and in fourth place, number 61. 60, my apologies of course, which is Kevin Bovis and Nigel Peel. Still there, we look to it on left, and it's still out in front, it's still and the challenge still coming from Barry and Robin Gear. So then third is Tony Penfold and Tommy Penfold. So good scrap going on here, and look at the gears, they're keeping the pressure hard on the leaders. The leaders, both of them, driver and passenger, look over their shoulders, a challenge around the outside. Barry and Robin Gear coming around the outside of the Yamaha. It's tight, it's very, very tight. Certainly it's between Barry Gear, Robin Gear, Neil Owen and Dylan Davis, and in third place Tony Penfold and Tommy Penfold. Simon Beard it was who led the field into the first bend, so Simon Beard from Gary Lloyd, and we're looking at Brian Palmer easing his way into third place. So we have Simon Beard, Gary Lloyd and Brian Palmer, three leading drivers at the end of the third place. Brian Canning in fourth place. In fifth place it's Tim Jones. In fact, in sixth place it's Jim Jones, because Barry Bennett just got ahead of him. Oh, and problems on the far side. Problems there, and Gary Lloyd takes the lead. So it's Gary Lloyd then we're expecting from Brian Palmer. Slowed up dramatically on the far side. Brian Canning still in fourth place. In fifth place it's still Barry Bennett. So I didn't see quite what happened on the far side, but look at Brian Palmer pushing away, pushing, working, closing all the time. It's going to go the long way around. Gary Lloyd on the inside. Brian Palmer on the outside. 1 more lap to go. Still in third place, Simon Beard. And Brian Palmer again tries the long way around. He's going to get there this time, and Brian Palmer has the lead by about half an outfit's length. Can he hold it? He does. So So Gary Lloyd now in second place. Ryan Palmer is leading. So it's number 71. Gary Lloyd in second place. In third place, it's going to be number 4, Simon Beard and Robert Graves.
Better starting position, he's in the middle. John Halsey's made a flyer of a start. He's really to that top turn. Ivor Matthews is trying to go with him, and Ivor Matthews stays very, very close. Dave Steer is the rider in third place, who had that very tight line around that first bend. Well, they go down into this bottom turn, and Ivor Matthews closing up on John Halsey. Dave Steer uncharacteristically goes wide on that bottom turn. He knows that there's a battle going on between those front two. He'll be looking to pick them both up if he possibly can while they battle with each other. Matthews wants to have a go on though, he goes very, very wide. Oh, Dave noticed what's going on in front of him. I'm sure he'll hold a tight line. You can see now that Ivor Matthews is attempting to go around the outside of John Halsey. John Halsey reacts to it though, pulls away going down that back straight. It's this bottom turn that Ivor Matthews does look quicker. He's decided to stay behind him this time, looking for the tight line as he found a way through. It's going to be close, there's one more lap to go. But he's certainly let him know that he's going to be there. Watch what's going on in front of him for the moment. So, a last bend challenge perhaps. We know that he's tried the outside, he's tried the inside. Which is it going to be this time? It's the outside that he's opted for. He's gone the long way round. John Halsey can see him coming. It's going to be close to the line. But John Halsey takes it. Ivor Matthews in second. Terrific ride from those two. Sport.
We have a fall on the bottom bend here. The track is okay third place and really showing us the Patrick Shortie in fifth place. Jason Berry back in sixth. I'm looking for the British Masters champion closing up on the wall, closing up on Jeremy Doncaster. Can he get alongside? As they cross the line, that looked like Patrick Shortie. Well, what a good final, and Paul Hurry enjoyed himself down the back straight. That's good to see after the heavy tumble he took earlier on. Steve Schofield comes up the inside of this. Steve Schofield leads. Guns the jar down the back straight. Steve Schofield is still right there with him. And a tremendous battle going on for first, second,
number 2, Jason Crump, and then number 7, ZX Slider wins. Now here comes Steve Schofield, doing his lap of honour. We're seeing the presentation loader, Simon Wigg on the back. A great battle it was in progress between these two, and Scully it was. Just for once this year things went right for Scully, and he scored his 4th bonfire burnout victory.
Who's done the most work over those seasons? It's got the new engine, it's got the new bikes. We've watched to see them come past for the first time as they get underway into the Dave Steele looks in the second place as they go into that first turn. Gary Jackson in 3rd at the moment. And Mick Toll, in fact, was left on the start, looking at 5 out for so I think they'll get the bike going, comes past us. But we stay with the action at the front of the field. And Rob Sharrock's still there in 2nd place. Gary Jackson now under pressure from Will Borson as Will Borson goes a long way round. He doesn't make it this time, but he shunts Gary Jackson on. Will Borson again has a go around the outside. Over for Dave Steer, and Will Borson has got his nose in front as he goes into the middle of that top turn. Now he goes after Duncan Tolhurst. He's certainly made this one hard work, but he's certainly going closer and closer to Duncan Tolhurst. He's gone very wide on that bottom turn. A very quick line on this top turn, and he's going around the outside of Duncan Tolhurst. Terrific ride from Will Borson. Duncan reacts though, comes back underneath him, puts the power on, going up the outside. So he's on the outside of him. He's going to make a challenge to the line, I'm sure. You can see the checker flag coming up. Terrific sidecar. The 1000cc's underway this afternoon. What a great fight from Rob Wilson. Checking on the points was who's got what at the moment, and I can tell you that Tim Bennett, who's straight to the front, has already had a win and the 2nd place. He's on 12 points. We have 3 crews on 12 points. Look at the scrap between Gary Jackson and John Halsey. Goes into 2nd, and he looks to be going after Tim Bennett. John Halsey won't be wanting to lose pace with them at all. He'll stay right there with them as they go down the back straight. All 3 outfits drive into that bottom turn. Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves at the moment unaware of the battle that's going on. Once again, he knows that while Gary's trying to concentrate on getting past Tim Bennett, he'll possibly leave gaps for him to come through. And John Halsey drives around the outside of Gary Jackson and flies into 2nd, or does he? Well, he slows up and pulls it back in tight, hoping that Gary Jackson has stayed tight, and again John Halsey pushes wide and drives hard down that back straight. Gary Jackson pulls it in slightly, it means that John Halsey goes up in the 2nd. Again, Tim Bennett will not be aware of what's going on behind him, but he's just going for the tremendous sidecar racing, but not I wonder what was going on behind him. As he came across the line, John Halsey pushing for the win, but he most importantly got a good 2nd place. Wow! As they start to come towards the line, John Halsey has put it almost sideways, and Steve Smith is going to take it.
Around the outside comes Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles are going the long way. Wow, tight! That was very tight. Crossy goes for it. Crossy then going after the lead. Watch the challenge down the back straight. Crossy going for it on the final bend. He's down
But look at the way Steve Daw is attacking Clayton Williams. He's not letting him get away at all. As they come to the line, it's going to be close. And Steve Daw, I would have said, maybe just have got it on the line.
Whoops, and oh dear me. Whoops, and oh dear me. He's gone straight off the side, and that is unbelievable.
Then cuts underneath, tries to get up the inside, and he does get up the inside. And what a terrific last spin from Paul Miller. John Hiscock trying to get up on the inside as well as they both come round past us. But only just
Side by side, the commentators, and he's just gone a little bit too wide, and Joe Screen is in front. It's Trevor Banks round the outside, it's Clayton Williams on the inside. Let's see who's going to get there. Clayton Williams up the inside, but he's going to lose it. It's Trevor Banks who's going to get there. Trevor Banks wins.
Instead we go the long way round, and is he going to get him on the last bend? As indeed they see the checkered flag go, it's going to be a win for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles.
Right, and through they come then, really tight. Oh, magnificent stuff as Rob Wilson and Tony Miles take the semi-final.
Walk-up has gone toward the inside, it's going to straight scrap to the line, all three elbows together, that's very close on the line. As he goes round the outside, he's certainly going for this, as you can see the goal back. He's with the king, he's got confidence, and he goes for the line, he's going to get it. Incredibly close on the line.
It's tight, it's very, very tight.